Hello everyone, I hope you are doing well. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Get comfy. I got red and green on today. It doesn't look the greatest, does it? I only have one sweater. Like the rest of them are hoodies, and I wanted to wear a sweater today. I need different colored sweaters. Hello everybody. Let me get our chat up. Welcome to our PIs today. I am excited to share with you. Let me get something else open. I want to show you something. We're going to be going back into Lansdowne, Nova Scotia, Canada to cover the Lilly and Jack Sullivan case. So I handed the live chat over to our PIs because that case needs your eyes, the PI eyes, right? Okay, so let's go over here for just a minute. Say hello to everybody. Hello, Nikki UK, Allison. How are you? Why is it not pinning? There it goes. It was stuck, you guys. Oh, you're waiting on your next order? Thank you, Allison. I do track daily now. Ever since Christmas, when I found out that things get really bogged down, everything is moving in the right direction. We have 2 orders out of all the orders that we sent out that are stuck. And I'm working closely with my postmaster to find out why. The United States, we shipped it to your country, and your country rejected the order, and it's just jewelry. So I'm like, what in the world? Nikki UK, you have a package, an order that is being returned to me. I have no idea, and Rach as well. Everybody else's orders are on the way or have been delivered. A lot of them are clearing customs now. I guess customs got really backed up. But we do have things moving in the right direction. Let me switch to live chat so I get all of your wonderful comments. Hey, Zozo. How are you, lovely? Jennifer Swain. Good to see you. Debbie Gazzardo, my beautiful. A lot of amazing people here today. Hi, my babies are my ones. And Smudger, good to see you as well. Good to see you. So for those of you that are wondering, how do I become a mod? I would like to be a mod on one of your channels, Mama D. Well, let me explain a little bit real quick, just to kind of give you an idea that after you've been in our chat for about a year, we do start looking to see if you would fit our mod squad. And that means that you've generally stuck around, you've been helpful, you've kind of like, pulled your one year mark. And so once you hit 1 year, let me show you this real quick. We'll have to switch this. This is going to be different, but that's okay too. There it is. Okay. You can see, oh no, you can't. Hold on. Arg. There we go. All right, you can see when you first become, let me make this maybe bigger. No, it won't. Okay, let me go back. That's as big as I can make this. All right, so you start off green as a rookie when you first join our PIs. You then, after the first month, you become a detective, and so you get your blue badge. You can see your badge list right here in the middle. Then you, after a full 2 months, you get your yellow badge, which is a deputy. And then after that, when you hit your 6-month mark, you get your gold badge. That's when the gold badges start. So we got Navy and gold. You go from a deputy after 2 months. You hit 6 months, you will graduate and become a sergeant. And then if you stay on for a year, you get your red badge, which look at all the red badges we have. There's a lot of you that are captains. And then for those of you that have made I am so thankful, you have made the 2-year mark like Debbie Gazzardo. you become a major, which is a gold and purple badge, which is the highest level. So I just wanted to share that with you. It is, just a little bit of fun. There is no rank or anything like that. It's just for fun. But I have our new PI set up. I hope that you like it. I'll give you a little tour. So we start off with our new logo. You are a PI member, and those are the ones that have chat. We're going to try to hit it on Saturdays. Seems to work out really, really good. Then we have a screen where I can just come up and talk like we're going to be doing very quickly. Let me grab some lotion. Where did I put my lotion? On Jack and Lily's case. And not just Jack and Lily's case, but I think we've got the pattern figured out that is going to reveal not only information in Jack and Lily's case that we haven't really considered, but also in Summer Wells' case and Sebastian Rogers. So get ready for that, because with the PI's eyes, I think we're going to get this. Thank you, Allison. You said, I love the new logo. So here's our up close. I love our little PI. You can see he's incognito always. He always blends in. So we can turn him, we can even make him green, we can make him red, we can make him black. we can make him talk, right? Like, let me get up there. Where was it? Right there. Now we can talk like, oh, Justin, Daniel, come in the house for supper. you know. So I like this a lot. Our private eye meetings will have these wooded themes. I really feel that that's where a lot of our cases end up. Keeps us thinking. Right? We have chat down below. I can also pin over here. So let's go get Debbie Gazzardo. Oh, I cut it too short. Hold on. I want to fix it, y'all. Okay, let me see if I do it right. Yep, that's the one. That needs to go like that. I don't want to cut any of the message off. If I can grab it. There. And we'll just move you over a little bit. Look at that. Well, and thank you so very, very much, Debbie Gazzardo. 2 years, and now, just in time, you are Sergeant Gazzardo. So if you are at the... Oh, no. You are Major Gazzardo. Major Gazzardo. Yes, 24 months. That's amazing. And thank you, love, for all your support of our channel. This is always going to be more of a work in progress than our normal videos that we do. It's about getting into the case, really deep diving, and getting to the point to where you feel you know what's going on. And I do too, in a way that we haven't thought of it before. And so I really want us to use our time together wisely, but we can also relax and, just kind of look at other things, because it's not always just what's happening in this case that we're working on and focused on, but it can also reflect into other cases. Like I said, this could be a lot about, so where am I coming from? Where am I coming from? The theme today, let's go to our close-up for a minute. Let me break it down for you, what I'm thinking, okay? I'll wet my whistle. I'm almost out of tea. That's a crime in itself, for crying out loud. When it comes to the Sebastian Rogers case, we have the mother at home with the child, the only one in the home. Only one, and yet silence, and she vacates the property, gone, like boom. Stepdad, Chris Proudfoot, comes in and does the interviews and basically all the talking. Even though technically he wasn't there, right? That's what he claimed. So why's he gotta do all the talking if he wasn't even there? But the key in Sebastian Rogers' case, I believe, is the whole thing about the only one with him when he disappears, I think there was some help involved. And so what you basically seem to have, in my humble opinion, and everything we share here is opinion, is that you have someone that takes the action, and then you have the distractor, right? The infiltrator, the one that's gonna wave you over here every time that you start heading down the rabbit hole that's all about the mother and the child. There's someone gonna take you over here. And why would they? Is love enough to hide a body? I don't think so. I almost feel like there is a sense of involvement. And so often you get the perpetrator and the cover-up. When it is the perpetrator, it could be multiple people. But in general, I feel like we're looking at one perpetrator and the other is covering it up, and the one that talks the most seems to be the coverer, right? So I want to know what you think and how you feel on things like that. The Woods by Mama D looks creamy. Just made up that word. I was going to ask what creamy is, but I think you're saying crimey. Yeah, it does look crimey, doesn't it? So then, you guys, oh, look, I got chat messed up again. How can it, okay, let me fix it, you guys, because I want it to, so it's got to be like this to all fit. Just saying. I want it right for you. So then, let's look at Summer Wells. In Summer Wells, the one that was with the child allegedly was the mother out of the parents. Now, in this situation with Summer Wells, we have 4 other human beings on the property. 3 minors, which, you know, they're kids. They're not responsible. They're children themselves. So we have 2 adults. We have the mother and the grandmother. But dad, again, is allegedly not there, right? But yet, he does all the talking, which to me is screaming out. He is the misdirector. He's the one that's like, look over here. He's the infiltrator, and he's part of the cover-up. And then it falls back on the mother who was with the child as possibly a suspect, a perpetrator. Now, let's get into Jack and Lilly Sullivan. Both the father figure and the mother are both in the house together. Yet the mother does just like all the other mothers we've talked about and has vacated the property. The mothers are not searching. The mothers are silent. The mothers are absolutely removing themselves from any assertion of helping. No advocacy for their child. They're not using their social media. And the mothers of Sebastian Rogers, Summer Wells, and Lilly and Jack Sullivan, the mothers have not advocated in the least. In the least. They didn't even bother to put a Facebook post of their own child's picture or children's picture and said, my kids are missing, can you help me find these people? Nothing. And I'm about to say something so crude and so horrible, but by golly, that lab stayed by John, and the mothers can't even do it for their own children. Are you feeling me? So I want to get over here and see what you have to say. Thank you, Rach, not that Rach. That's right. Hit the like button. Whoa, what did I hit? I do that all the time. If I hit that little crown, it takes me to a new screen in chat, which drives me criminy. For criminy. I've heard of criminy for criminy's sake. The magician. Big red flag. So, if we were to look at Sebastian Rogers' case, the one not talking, that he left right away, that's the mother. And she's my primary suspect. With the Summer Wells case, my primary suspect, I'm wondering if in Summer Wells' case, the mother was responsible in the sense that she dropped Summer home. But, we don't know. We don't know. And it even gets more confusing same with Ashley Buzzard tearing down the missing posters. Very good point, Allison. Very good point. Excellent point. So we're recognizing some patterns here in foul play. Just gonna throw it out there. 1 + 2 = foul play. When you have a mother that does not advocate, you have a male that who talks in all these cases? Who talks? Who does all the talking? And who's the silent one? The mother is the silent one, and the father does all the talking in Summer Wells. In Sebastian Rogers, the mother is silent, and the father does all the talking. Stepdad does all the talking, and the real father. And then in Jack and Lily's case, the mother, silent, never advocating. And Daniel, the stepdad, figuratively speaking, does all the talking. There's a pattern. When I see something, 1, 2, 3, I'm like, oh. Who can't recognize a basic pattern? And that pattern equals cover-up, which equals foul play. And so that's why I feel that all 3 of these cases should be criminal investigations. Why are we fighting for a criminal investigation? What the hell does it hurt to investigate a case criminally when the child can't possibly have survived on their own? Especially with a 4 and a 6-year-old or a 5-year-old. Okay, 4 and 6 Lilly and 5 Summer Wells. You can't convince me that these children left willingly and went and started a whole new life over in Paris, France, so that they can't be seen. No! They're either right around the area within 2 miles. If the new rule should be, if you can't find them kids within 24 hours, we start the criminal investigation, and it is alongside of the missing child's investigation. Because after 24 hours, you pretty much lost your serious window. Jonathan Boley was only missing for 2 nights, and he was already found passed away. Your window of time, especially in the colder months, like I said, it does not need to be 32 degrees outside where now it's freezing to die of hypothermia. It can be, the child could be wet and cold and pass away at 40 degrees because their body temperature cannot maintain, and you cannot survive very well at 40 degrees, especially if you're a child. So why are we not seeing more of the criminal cases? Why is it always we're now 2 years into it and all of a sudden they're well, we're kind of thinking criminal maybe. It's well, you're kind of late now. Oh, I hate it when I hit that crown. Yeah, we're all different mamas here, right, Jenny? Nikki K says Robin did with the posters for a red truck and Robin did with the posters in the red truck. Okay, I think you're talking about how she took and put the X in Summer Wells' case. So in Summer Wells' case, the church assistant teacher that was closest to Summer, like Summer adored Robin. So Robin herself bought a red Tacoma truck. And there was Summer's missing posters where they're looking for someone that has a red Tacoma truck to come forward and explain why they have been seen at the bottom of the driveway of Summer Wells. And we're all like, that's so weird. At the same time, Robin, the assistant teacher that's very involved in Summer Wells' life, decides upon herself, without even asking TBI, FBI, nobody. She doesn't even verify it. And she literally alters the missing posters in the Summer Wells case and crosses off the whole red Tacoma truck picture and basically writes debunked or no more important. What did she write exactly, you guys? Hey, Mazda Smith, good to see you, my lovely. Thank you for joining us recently. I see that you are a rookie. Well, welcome in, Rookie Smith. Good to see ya. Yeah, we're real parents, right, Nikki UK? We love kids, aunts, and uncles. I was in the post office, you guys. And, of course, I'm always in the post office shipping out your orders. And yesterday I was shipping out all the orders from our deck party. And this little girl is 3. And she's with her dad and her brother. And she comes in and she's so loud, right? It's so funny. I say this because it reminded me of something Lily might do in the Lilly Sullivan and Jack Sullivan missing case. But the little brother's quiet. He's like 6. He's kind of like standing by dad. Very quiet. But not the little girl. She comes in and she's all in pink, right? Pink winter boots, her pink coat. She's got a little pink hat on, pink mittens, and she's all giggly. She comes in the post office and she sneaks up and she gets by the counter so that the lady can't see her. Well, the lady knows her, and apparently always, the postmaster always gives the little girl a piece of candy. Anyway, she's so loud, she's like, I bet she can't see me. She doesn't even know I'm here. And I looked down at her and I said, don't worry, nobody can see you. You're hidden good. She's like, everybody there is laughing because, I mean, obviously she can be seen. And I'm really enjoying the moment, and I realize that this is how our little ones think, that they can make all the noise in the world and they might not be able to be seen. And I was thinking about noise in Lily and the woods, right? Let's look at these woods. Let's go back up. Let's take off our logo for a minute. Walking through the woods, it's not just that the searchers didn't see the children. These children, Lily and Jack Sullivan, have especially Lily, have the loudest scream, and it's so high-pitched that it would carry for a very, very, very long ways. Like if even in my neck of the woods where we're in the North Woods, okay, if a child screamed, we have a mile-long park. If someone screamed a half a mile away at that level, I would guess I could almost hear it. So we would have to not only assume that Jack and Lily they can't even be making a great deal of noise. The RCMP searchers were in the woods right away. The kids would have had maybe an hour head start if we are to believe anything that was told to us, you know? So how can we not hear Lily screaming at the top of her lungs. Think of a scream. Let's use our goat, you guys. There's a couple of you that can't stand the goat. I'm so sorry. It's part of our channel. We love him. This is Billy the Goat, so I'm giving you a heads up. We're going to use the goat. Mute your TV. Take your headphones off. That's a scream, but it's still not that high-pitched level. And if Lilly is freaking out because she can't find her way back, wouldn't she just pull them little hands together and let it rip? Especially if Jack can't keep up, he's going to be slowing her down. There's just some baloney in it. She crossed it off and says nobody was looking for the red truck anymore. Something like that, yeah. Right, Nikki, exactly. It really makes you wonder. So we said if you're looking for a unique gift for a loved one or a little treat for yourself, then pop over to Mama D's shop for a browse. There are some gorgeous items. And look at my little window on chat. It still didn't fit. Hold on, we're going to fix it again. We're going to get it right. There. I will figure it out in time. It's all new. I love our set, though. I love our set. All right, let me take this off real quick. No. Yeah, no. So 1 + 2 OMG cover-up. It's like we have a perpetrator and then we have the voice, right? The perpetrator is the silent one, in my opinion. So my number one suspect, just my personal suspect, in Sebastian Rogers' case, is the mother. Summer Wells, the mother. When it comes to Jack and Lilly, it's now the mother. There's no excuse for someone to behave as a Casey Anthony when their child goes missing. We all kind of get it. We're like, oh, you aren't going to help because you're dooming your own fortune. You know, you're going to get caught if you help. So it's in their best interest to not help, not advocate for the children. That's what it screams to me. When they vacate the property, like right now, and their kids are not even missing for 48 hours with Jack and Lilly, there's something very, very wrong with the mother. Very wrong. I mean, if you took Daniel out of the picture for a minute and you took Janie out of the picture for a minute and you just look at Malaya, we got Casey Anthony 2.0 in all kinds of ways. She's not talking. She's not doing interviews. She's not looking. She's not advocating for the child. She left the property. She looks disconnected. She's not even crying in the interview, really. She's basically looking as if, well, I had to come to the resolve. It's just not right. Exactly. Would definitely heard Lily scream she wasn't in the woods. That scream. The rugs in some of these cases boil my blood. And I can't honestly say it's always rugs. Sebastian Rogers, who knows? There could have been rugs involved, but they're kind of portly for the mathematics, if you get me. But what if it's alcohol is their vice instead of rugs? It's still a rug, right? And Katie, the mother of Sebastian, allegedly liked to hit the bottle pretty heavy. So you have to ask, That's how I feel, Nikki, okay? You have suspected M and from the start, but still think D and J are involved. So you're talking Lily and Jack's case, and you're talking about you suspect Malaya, but you think Danielle and Janie are involved. I do too. They don't? You're so right, Reach. They don't deserve the title of mother. How about monster? Momster. Right? Momster. The epitome of momster would be Ashley Buzzard too. 100%. So they're monsters. That's how I feel, Allison. That in your opinion, and I agree with you, it's always the mother's natural instinct to be doing everything to try to find their missing child. Drink 2 was both. Nikki, honey, I'm not sure what's going on with your typing today. Oh, there you are. Yeah, it could be drink with Wells also, I'm going to say. I'm guessing that's what you're saying. The mothers, the mob, the monsters, right? The momsters. So, it really has me looking seriously at Milan every single way. I think I have a delivery, so forgive me if the dogs bark. I'm so sorry. Momsters. Momsters, right? That's right. So if we take this 1 + 2 = cover-up, 1, we have the perpetrator. 2, we have the cover-up and the talker. So perpetrator stays silent. The cover-up is the redirector, the talker. Then we look at the cases. We would look at Sebastian Rogers. With that theory, that mathematics, right? We will be looking at someone with possibly alcoholic problems. She's in the middle of what appears to be an ultimatum by all accounts that we've heard in the public. In the public's eye, we have been explained in so many different ways that her marriage was on a pivotal point in Sebastian Rogers' case. Between Katie and Chris, there was an ultimatum. Chris would not come home as long as Sebastian was in the house. He wouldn't allow his daughter in the home. So now the mother has to choose between having her husband home and or Sebastian, her son. And in that case, like I said, we've heard all about alcoholic issues. Not that it's true. I'm just presenting what the general public is what we have been led to believe. So you have an alcoholic mom faced with a very unhappy mother at that. You can tell she's miserable. And the child goes missing. And then you have the cover-up start. And I believe that the cover-up is always more than one person. Like it always seems to be the grandma. So in this case, if you looked at the grandmother, the step-grandmother, when I'm talking about Sebastian Rogers' case, we would have the mother as the primary caregiver and therefore most responsible for the child and the only one home. So the responsibility absolutely lies with her for the safety of her child. And an ultimatum and possibly a broken marriage. Child disappears, marriage is back on track, boom. We now have a talking head of the stepfather out there doing all the talking. Now let's clear the board, right? Let's go over and let's think about Summer Wells. We have the mother. Alcoholic, I'm just going to call it like I see it. Alcoholic, CPS involved in both Sebastian Rogers' CPS involved in all 3 cases. So there you go. We have a faulty marriage that's not working, like total chaos, bullshit going on in the marriage. We have CPS involved. All this is going on, and Sebastian disappears and marriage back on track, no more CPS. Summer Wells, CPS involved, an alcoholic mother. It's the same track. It's the same train on the same truth track. CPS involved, alcoholic mother, child goes missing, mother shuts her mouth as the primary responsible one on the property. She is the responsible because she is home with the daughter, allegedly. Then the dad comes in as the talking head, blah, 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 blah. He's the cover-up. Who's the helper? Grandma again, Grandma again. So in the first case, Sebastian Rogers, who's the grandmother that helped cover it up? In my humble opinion, I believe it's Chris's mother, Mrs. Bowerspocks. The dirty socks. So dirty socks are the covers, all right? Go back to Summer Wells. We got Grandis, right? The grandmother. Covering it up. Dawn doing the top. Same triangulation. Then, let's go to... my head could explode. Let's go to Lilly and Jack's case. We have substance abuse, also possibly alcohol. Malia likes to tip the bottle back, allegedly. Mother goes quiet, even though she is the primary one responsible for her children. Those are her children, her blood children. He's the stepdad. The children go missing. What do we have? We have the one that leaves, that's silent, that is most responsible for the children's well-being, splits. We've got the talking head of Daniel, and the cover-up, his mother, the step-grandma. It's like it's repeating. It's 1, 2, 3, right? 1 + 2 equals cover-up. 1 + 2 equals cover-up. The mother's the responsible one. She shuts up. She leaves the property. This is how you cover. I mean, face it. Somebody could be taking notes on how to plan this crap. Like right now for their future. Oh, I want to quit being a parent. I'm the mother. All right. I'll be the perpetrator. All I need is to shut my mouth and leave the property, not say shit to nobody. Don't advocate for my kids. Don't cry. I don't even got to play. I just got to be like, nope, I don't know where they are. I don't have to go to any of the vigils, right? All right. Number 2 part. I need a partner. Well, not necessarily, but Ashley Buzzard was a rare case where she just pulled this shit off by herself. But in most cases, we now have the cover-up, the partner that's going to, and maybe that's why Ashley got busted so easily. There was nobody else to blame. She couldn't be like, it was my partner that had the pew-pew, and therefore there's ammo all over my house, but I didn't do it. I mean, kind of like Madeline Soto with Jen Soto. When you knew the mother was involved in this shit, but her partner went up the river. And though he's guilty, I think they both should have been up the river. All right? So then when we go back, don't you look at it and kind of go, what the hell is going on here? You feel what I'm saying, you guys? I want to hear from you, so share, share, share. Rach says nothing more than incubators, but with less feelings than actual incubator. I mean, the dog was more loyal in the Jonathan Boley case than the mothers are to their children in Sebastian Rogers, Summer Wells, and Lilly and Jack Sullivan. Can't make it up. Sorry, these women flip my switch. No apologies needed. That's right. Don't apologize, Rach. Like, everybody agrees with you. Nikki, Allison, myself. You know how... I know how you feel, says Allison. We understand. Jennifer says every one of these momsters left the home afterwards except for Ashley Buzzard, who just hid in her house, right? The moms become mute, and the dad/stepdad becomes the media man, right, Allison? And the grandmas become the third anchor to the story to really get it all messed up. Right, spot on. Yeah, Ashley was the only one without a partner, and she's the only one arrested for the crime. Yeah, the dog was a lot more loyal than the parents. Truly. It's shocking. It's absolutely shocking. And so, you guys, it's heartbreaking. It's absolute. What did I do? I meant to pin that. Sorry. It's so heartbreaking because when it comes to this, we have to start looking at this realistically. I got tongue-tied. There's an undeniable pattern. And if we don't recognize a pattern, it will repeat and repeat and repeat. And so now the question we have, and we're going to have to end it with this today. How do we break that pattern? We have to infiltrate their pattern. We cannot be excusing these parents any longer. I believe it would really help if there were charges of neglect brought up on the parents where it can be, where as much heat can be applied, where there's separation between the partners. In interrogation. And there has to be a way to really apply the pressure on the one that's most responsible. And that doesn't mean the talker, that means the silent one. Or they do face charges. I mean, in the United States, the police are allowed to lie to you. Just look at the Idaho 4 case. We were lied to. They were lying through their teeth the entire time, telling us all kinds of crap. All the people in the house were asleep. Nobody was awake. And then we find out nobody was asleep. They were all awake. They were texting on their phone. They were calling people. They were making new contacts. They can lie to us. It's legal. It's even encouraged to get to. So if they can do that, if they can take a 14-year-old or a 16-year-old, I guess it would have been 16-year-old Brendan Dassey, and coerce a confession out of him using the Reeds technique, why can't they use some of this Reeds technique or other technique on these mothers, these momsters, that are at the root, the key of the issue, because they're the ones that are most responsible for their children. It holds true in every single one of these cases. Do you realize that? Summer Wells, the mother was home. She was the one the most responsible. Sebastian Rogers, the mother was the only one with the child, yet the talking head stalking. No, the mother. Most responsible, child goes missing. Number 3, so we did Summer Wells, Sebastian Rogers, Lilly, and Jack Sullivan. The mother is still most responsible in this case because that's her blood children. There should be some responsibility that is used to hold them accountable, is my point. And last but not least, the Ashley Buzzard case, where Melody had no idea and trusted her mother fully, and we know what happened there. Little Melody was found in Utah, where her mother allegedly pew-pewed her. It's so wrong. Yes, there's always too many at the crime scene contaminating it. Right, Nikki UK, I agree. At the smallest of charges, why can't they be charged with neglect? You know, I don't get it. I don't get it. Were the mothers drug tested in any of the cases? I would like to know that. I would really like to know that. But we have to get to the bottom of this to break the cycle. We have to start. Well, let's take the kid gloves off when it comes to the parents of missing children. Let's get real. Somebody needs to be held accountable. Children don't just vanish. And when they wander off, they seem to be found pretty damn quickly. I love you all. I ask you to say a prayer for all of the children, all of them. Sebastian Rogers, Lilly and Jack Sullivan, Summer Wells, Michael Vaughn still hasn't really been found. And it is heartbreaking. But all we can do is get closer every single time. And I think really looking at this pattern identifying the pattern will help us figure a way to break the pattern. Should be able to do it pretty quickly, I feel. What do you think? Let me know down below in the comments. I greatly appreciate that. Hit that like button, you guys. I greatly appreciate that. Thank you all, my beautiful PIs. Thank you, my beautifuls, for hyping the video. And thank you, my replay crew, as much as well. And I will see you again very, very soon. Take care, all. Bye for now. I love you. To the moon and back.
From the dust I was born, to the dirt I shall return. When my eyes are closed, in the shadows, my enemy